So something a little bit different, don't come across this a lot, but water spots. And we get water spots, it's usually just from the rain. A lot of times just regular old chemicals will take it off, but not what's on this vehicle. So let's walk you through and show you what's going on here. So this thing's got hard water spots on it. It's most likely from a sprinkler system because it's only probably from the driver's. It's not really on the driver's side door, but it's definitely on the window all the way down and around the corner and on some of the back window. Actually, after I washed this thing, I found it up here, up on the sunroof and on the back part. So I don't know if it goes all the way over to the other side, but it's definitely on this side, on the passenger side. So what we have to do is, obviously, where we're going to start is you're going to always start with something the least aggressive. And she tried this. She tried a couple things at home. Didn't work. These are hard water spots. They are not going to come out. They are etched into the glass. They are etched into the paintwork. Any kind of homebrew recipe, like if you're using hot vinegar or something like that and water mixed with water, is not going to remove this stuff. This stuff is now etched into the paintwork and into the glass. So it's going to need some polishing to get out. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with the least aggressive. And I already did that. I tried doing it without polishing it. The only way to do it is when she brought it by, did a couple test spots, and I was able to test it on this here, on this window, and we got it all cleaned up. So we just start with the least aggressive and you just start working your way up. And so you'll start doing stuff by hand, start using some cleaners and that, and just kind of work your way up into the polishing. And then how far you need to go with the polishing just depends on where it's at. So we started with the polishing and we just found the least aggressive approach with polishing. And that's what we're doing. Because of course, again, once we get to the paintwork, we're dealing with a finite amount of clear coat. We want to keep that intact as much as possible and only remove the water spots, which you really can't see on this vehicle, but when it's in the sunlight, you can see it. So what we were using, this is a rayon pad. So I was using a combination of these. I've got a 5-inch one and the 3-inch one. And then I've got my 1.5 or 2-inch pads that I was using on the rotary machine. And I put the extension on my rotary so it gives me more reach, just so I can see better. And then I can put the rayon pad on the back of that, or I can put it back on the back of the dual action polisher. And I use that as a combination to polish the glass on this car. But when you're polishing glass, you need to be aware of the fact that it's going to get hot. All your different surfaces that you work with on a vehicle, and if it's steel or aluminum or something, glass, they all dissipate heat differently. And that plays a huge factor in when it comes to polishing. So with glass, you can actually crack it pretty easily if you get it too hot. And I've done it before on purpose. It was intentional just to see where the limit was. But everything that you use, whether the type of pad you're using, the type of polish, is going to determine how quickly that glass gets heated up. So let me flip you around real quick, see what's going on here. So this is the back window. We already did it. I just got to clean it up. It's all funny looking from the polisher, but you can see these plastic pillars, these trim pieces. They got water spots all over them. This window's got water spots on them. And then, like I said, it's really hard with all the metallic, it's really hard to see in the paintwork, but it's there. And then, of course, this window, this is exactly what this window looked like. But we'll be able to get it all cleaned up. And then again, around the corner. So that's pretty much it. So we'll get that all taken care of, get it all cleaned up, and get this car looking spiffy again. So I'll talk to you soon.